My name is Chad Alexander, and sometimes I go places. Today, we're here on the island of Ko Phi Phi Don, the largest island in the Phi Phi Islands, for 3 days to find out why so many people flock here.
Probably the perfect island getaway.
Stick around to see some of the most incredible beaches and possibly the sunset of a lifetime.
Today we're back in Ko Phi Phi Don, the main island. The island's about 5 miles long. Today, kind of want to walk around and explore it since today is our only day here. There's some beautiful water, some beautiful beaches, lots of shops, lots of food. Should be interesting. So, Ko Phi Phi Don is the largest island of the 5, and it's really the only one that has any sort of permanent residence. And there's a lot to do here. There's a lot of shopping and eating, but one of the things I want to do first is actually walk across the island to a beach called Long Beach. And there's no cars or anything on this island. You kind of just have to walk everywhere, and a lot of it is actually only accessible by boat. But this one, apparently there's a walking trail to the other side of the island. Also, can you tell how tired I look? It's been a long few days, but hopefully it'll all be worth it today. Every restaurant I walk by just looks so good. And if I didn't eat 4 gigantic waffles for breakfast with banana and syrup, I'd probably be stopping again. Because everything on this island is only accessible by walking or by boat, there's no cars or anything like that, no taxis, but I guess on the bright side, you don't have to try to hail a taxi or pay for a taxi or negotiate with a taxi, because doing that here in Thailand has been kind of difficult. You'd be surprised. You think with a lot of tourists in this country, getting around transportation would be easy, but taxis have been kind of annoying, so I'm glad the next couple days I won't have to deal with that. Just walk. And with views like this, walking isn't too bad, right? So as I'm standing up here on this little hill, you can kind of see how the island shape works out. A lot of people call it a dumbbell. You have this mountain chain right here, and then another little mountain chain right here, and then they're both connected by this kind of weird looking elevated sandbar, which is where the town and most of the people are. And the whole area is walkable, and it's about, I would say, 2 miles in width, 5 miles in length. But again, the majority of the people are staying in the town here. I'm going to be walking down kind of like this mountain chain down to the tip, the southern tip in that direction. And there's another beach there called Long Beach, and that's where I want to go. You can already tell that the more south you walk, the farther away from the town, significantly less people, which might be kind of nice because that main area is so loud and so busy. Beaches are nice, but you can never get a moment of silence, which is what I'm kind of hoping to find here, kind of in the southern tip. Look at this view. There isn't a bad view in this whole island. And now that I've made it to the beach, you can clearly see I'm going to walk all the way down there to the southern point of the island, kind of walk around that little ledge there, and that's where Long Beach is, right on the other side. And they said it takes about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe if you walk slower like I do, so shouldn't be too bad. It's kind of hot, but I brought water. Well, this appears to be the path. This appears to be the right way to Long Beach, but why does the right way have to involve so many stairs? I'll admit I have pretty much no idea where I'm going. Google Maps isn't really helping me. I'm kind of off into the forest now, but it's a beach, so as long as I stay near the coast and go that way, I should be fine. Well, I didn't expect to be crawling, but that's what it takes to get there, so be it. And wow, look at this beach. Now that I've been here for a little bit, Long Beach is definitely has a more chill vibe than the main town in Ko Phi Phi. And I actually think the beach here is a little bit better because you only have to go like 10 feet into the water, and you're already pretty much waiting. You don't have to walk out like 20 or 30 or 40 feet just to get into 12-inch deep water. So it's pretty nice. It's also a little bit more secluded, a little less people. There's just a couple of restaurants and a couple little nice resorts. Really good beach and really good drinks. So it seems like some clouds have come in, which maybe isn't a bad thing, because the next thing I wanted to do today is hike to the Viewpoint, which I don't think takes very long, maybe another 30 minutes. A lot of it's uphill and it's typically pretty hot here on the island, so maybe a couple of clouds is welcomed. But yeah, so trying to find the starting point now. I didn't realize there were this many stairs. Why do I keep doing this to myself on this trip? But it's fun, right? Nice little viewpoint right here. But we haven't even made it to the first viewpoint yet, and there's 3. At least it's a little cloudy and not super hot. UV index is only 4 right now. And my ears are popping, believe it or not. That might be unrelated. That's what I just walked up. All the way from down there. Well, this is viewpoint number 1. Took about 10 minutes of stairs to get to, and 30 baht to enter. Apparently there's a viewpoint 2, and I think a 3rd, which I'll try to go to. But even for being the first viewpoint, we're pretty high up here. All right, let's continue on. Already sweating pretty heavily. That's okay. Big banana, big coconut. It's the land of giant fruit over here and giant chickens. The hike itself is actually quite pretty. There's tons of flowers everywhere. So according to the internet, once you get to the first viewpoint, the second and I guess the third isn't quite as difficult. It's a little bit more flat. So hopefully that holds true. But so far I'm having a good time. It's not too bad. It's a good workout. Everyone looks so miserable walking down the other way. Should I be concerned? You know, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really proud of myself for getting up and doing this. After the beach, I went back to the hostel to take a nap. But that's one of the things I like about vlogging, is it encourages me to actually go out and do things. So I have content for a video. But really glad I decided to do this. Hopefully the view will be worth it. So, as I hoped, the view from the top was definitely worth the hike. You can see all the way down there, you can see the entire island. In fact, you can actually see what I was talking about earlier, the dumbbell shape, the 2 islands kind of meeting together to form one big island with that sandbar in the middle. Wasn't too bad, only 30 baht to enter, and took about 20 to 25 minutes to hike up. Just got to make sure you bring some water. So you can tell I'm completely drenched in sweat. But the good news is, which I didn't know, is they actually have a couple restaurants up here where you can order some basic food and drink. I only wonder, do the people that work up here have to make this hike twice a day? Or do they have some sort of like little elevator or lift for them? So I hope it's the latter. This would not be fun to do every single day. I do not like that. Probably see some really great sunsets from up here. However, I don't think I'm going to stay up here that long because I don't want to walk back in the dark. But maybe next time when I come back, a sunset tour. If you're thinking about coming up here, this is highly recommended. Again, 30 baht, but make sure you bring your own water because the water up here is super overpriced. Super overpriced for Thailand standard. Well, I think the only thing left to do today is watch the sunset. As I'm sitting here, just kind of thinking about Koh Phi Phi as a whole, and I have to say, like, you know, solid 10 out of 10. I think this place is absolutely incredible. One of my favorite things about it is that it's actually really accommodating for solo travelers. Thailand's really dedicated to supporting solo travelers, especially like backpackers and things like that, but this island in particular has been really easy to navigate. I love that there's no cars, and it's super easy to get around. You can just walk everywhere. And also this place is truly like kind of what you would consider to be like a tropical paradise. There's a lot of places that are tropical, a lot of places that are paradise, but this is really truly the mix between the two. So probably the perfect island getaway. Now I just get to enjoy a beautiful sunset. I was just taking a shower and I look into the corner and there's a massive spider. I don't know what to do. I'm so terrified of spiders. How do I get rid of this thing?